Hey, morning marketing report. Today is the 29th of May. Let's see what we got. Starting off a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot over on Ralston. Ralston tucks in over by the old driving range, which is now the nursery over there in Monterey on the Delray Oaks Monterey Seaside border. You usually get a little bit bigger lots. You get a great little sunshine or pocket of sunshine right there. Easy access to a lot of things, Highway 68, Highway 1, shopping, etc. Really cool little area and little market. It's usually pretty affordable, but they're actually pretty nice properties. This one listed at $729. I definitely think this is a home that's going to move relatively quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if it dipped down into the 60s on overall trade value. That being said, it should be right around that 7 range. Corral de Tierra over in Salinas, listed at 2.4. This is a real heavy hitter over for the Corral de Tierra market. A luxury home, 3,500 square foot. You get space, you can get land, you can get heat, and you also get Washington Union School District, which is really quite desirable. Over to Michelle Court, we're seeing a lot of listings hitting over in Marina, a little bit under 700, which can be a high end of this original Marina market. 3-bed, 2-bath, a little under 14 square foot. This one's kind of listed as an elite property. You're actually competing now against some of the new construction out there in Marina. So I'm not sure how quickly it's going to sell. That being said, Michelle Court is a very nice road. It's a well-manicured property. You can tell things are pretty much done correctly on this one. It's just, do you prefer this, or are you going to do a little bit more just to be going over to that new construction and newer built neighborhoods? Okay, over on Highland and Seaside, right under 600, 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,100 square foot. This is the 500 price range, mid 500s. This is kind of what you'd expect here in Seaside. Looks like it's Stock Home Depot remodel. That being said, it's still a nice and kind of clean property, and definitely something that, Highland is a really nice road as well, and that's an upper Seaside corridor. Definitely think that's relatively desirable. And then we see more activity over in Marina. Again, just like the other one, 3-bed, 2-bath, $629. So you're not really competing with the new construction. I think this is priced appropriately for 3-bed, 2-bath, and about 1,000 square foot on a cul-de-sac. Okay, seeing what kind of market activity. List price decreases. We had 2 drop down. Clementina Ave over in Seaside was originally listed about $590, now down to $575. 3-2, about 1,200 square foot. This is the lower Broadway corridor, or lower Broadway, and right there on Fremont. It's going to be a little bit busier intersection, a little bit narrower roads, and you get a lot of foot traffic over here in the flat parts of Seaside. Listed in the high 500s. I think that one has a little bit room to work down. In 214 3rd Street over in PG. It was originally listed at 1.7 down to 1.6 for 1,700 square foot. Fantastic location. Can be a little bit of a slower sale when you're priced this high in the PG market, but you're not directly on the water over on Asilomar Beach. Interested in watching, see where this one goes, because as we know, the PG market has been moving quite rapidly. Okay, contingent 9. What? This is crazy. Okay, 17-mile drive. I toured this one. It's a really good value over in PG, as we know, under $1 million. Pacific Grove. This is towards the end of the peninsula. We're getting a little bit closer to Asilomar and walkable to Asilomar. 17-mile drive. Can you name a more iconic street over in the area? Listed in May. I did tour this one. It's right next to a multifamily, so you don't have a ton of privacy in the backyard, but it's a good property. Definitely a fixer-upper, but a lot of upside there. Euclid. So Euclid is similar to that Ralston neighborhood and very close to it. A little bit busier street, kind of behind that Safeway, over in that general area on the corridor between Delray Oaks, Seaside, and Monterey. It was originally listed at $930 and down to $865 for 2,000 square foot. You've definitely got a bigger home. I wouldn't be surprised to see this going in the 7s, because we're seeing some really good value trading in the 7s in Monterey proper recently, and kind of the entry-level price points, but I wouldn't be shocked to see this one dip a little bit lower. Sunridge Road over in Pebble. We went into escrow. It was originally listed in March, 3-bed, 4-bath, 3,500 square foot, huge house Wouldn't be shocked if this one had some ocean views up in that upper Pebble Beach corridor. You are in Monterey School District, but there's a lot of value here. Huge house and pretty good bang for your buck at that point. Over on Pasadena Court, this is a smaller property, 4-bed, 5-bath, built in 2020. So this is new construction, single level. Went into escrow relatively quick, only about a month and a half on market. Listed originally at 3.2. Wow. That is going to be something I really want to see. Oh, man, 514 4th Street. This thing has been teasing me. I've been watching this one and pounding the pavement for this one for a long time. I've sent this to several people. I just couldn't make it click. I don't know how. I feel kind of embarrassed on this one. I was sure I was going to have a buyer for this property. You can't win them all, I guess. I'm very interested to see who ended up getting this and for how much. I think this one's going to be a smoking deal, whichever way they cut it. Okay, Prado. Okay, we got Prado del Sol over in Carmel, out in the Carmel Valley Road, 4-bed, 6-bath. We're looking at a little bit over an acre, 3.4, really desirable. I remember this one hitting over in early May, well finished, and just kind of that Carmel Valley warm weather lifestyle a lot of people are looking for in a big old house. Super cool. Determined Lane. Okay, this is awesome because I have a new listing going on Determined here early next week. It was originally listed at 265. It went into escrow when it was listed about 2.5. We'll see what it eventually traded for. 5-bed, 7-bath, 6,700 square foot. Determined Lane has monster properties. They also seem to all have pools and huge lots at 2.3. So in terms of absolute bang for your buck, a ton of house, a pool, all the stuff kind of adding up. Determined Lane is an awesome place, and watch for my listing hitting next week. Okay, Sonoma Ave. Okay, I saw this one jump on. It was originally listed at 525. They bumped it up to 550. Made a few phone calls already. We had a little bit of interest in this one and nibbling. Not surprised to see this one go into escrow so quickly. They priced it to sell. Absolutely, 100%. And 999 Fountain Ave. Over in Monterey, but pretty close to my office. This one was listed a little bit under $1 million, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot. And again, this Monterey market, we've actually been seeing a decent amount of trades in here. This is totally walkable to downtown Monterey, totally walkable over to Alvarado Street, and you're really kind of in the life. You're walking to the beach, walking to downtown. You want to go to groceries, go on Tuesday to go to the farmer's market. Everything's right there. Easier to walk from your front door than park. Okay, and one pending. I'm not going to touch on that. None sold today. But huge market activity. 5 contingent. What? Okay, this is the second of maybe second time this week we've seen massive amount of properties move contingent with a very few entering the market. Talk about market pressure. All right. Well, now's a good time to sell. Now's a good time to buy. Obviously, people are buying with those interest rates. You have a listing that you're kind of thinking about, hey, maybe I want to test the water. Now is the time to do so. Hint, hint, nod, nod. Give me a call. Bye.